everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's episode of Baking with Taylor. I hope that you are ready for this video because today we will be making a French dessert, a French breakfast dessert, a French pastry. Actually, I think you could probably use almost every French dessert as a breakfast because all French pastries, at least in my house, end up being breakfast anyway. Today we will be making a French PEAR CLAFOUTIS, which is basically just some kind of egg pie that doesn't have a crust but tastes phenomenal. Every time my mom makes it, it's pretty freaking awesome. And so I'm going to try to one-up her this time and make this recipe using my tiny hands. So hopefully this recipe goes according to plan and we can have a good time. So for the sake of time, we already pre-laid out all of our ingredients. We have 4 large eggs, half a cup of heavy cream, some blanched almond flour. This is about 1/3 of a cup with a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and some salt, 1/4 cup of honey, half a cup of melted butter, and our 3 large pears. We also have this baking dish which has been nicely lined with some butter just so that nothing gets sticky at the end, and we'll begin to shave off these pears nice and clean. Now before we do anything, we need to wash our hands. Really important to get that, there we go. Need that, the dish soap. This is a lot more challenging than I'm even making it out to be. Just make sure when you do wash your hands with soap, you're getting into all the little nooks and crannies and making sure those babies are good and rinsed. Now, as you can see, I am very successfully peeling this pear quite effortlessly. So in lieu of me peeling all of these pears for you on camera, I thought I would take the liberty and do it off camera. Just take these pears and chop them up so that we can put them into our pan. This cannot be safe. That's one way of doing it. No limbs were cut off in the making of this video. Just kidding. Now all we were doing is strategically placing each one of our finely chopped pears into this circular dish, preparing ourselves for the clafoutis batter, which will be coming up momentarily. So to start the batter, all you need is 4 pre-cracked eggs. I was given this tip, helps to reduce the amount of shells that end up in the food that you cook. And in this case, I've also decided to throw in the bowl as well because of the lack of shells. And fast forwarding a little bit here, just taking this horribly melted, but it's probably half melted butter, mixing that with the heavy cream and the vanilla extract into this bowl and pouring in the honey very slowly. And at this point, you want to somehow take this honey and, oh, there it goes again. At this point, this is kind of useless. So you can just start to mix as much as you can of the honey in with a batter and slowly attempt to remove the rest of the, oh, there goes some more of the egg whites. Lovely. Just toss those back in. I don't know about you guys, but I think that this is going extremely well. And I think I spoke too soon. I apologize. This is not going well. However, let's speed this up and hopefully things turn around for the better. After a super quick cleanup, just whisking together the last bit of the wet ingredients and starting to tie in all of the dry ingredients together, preparing them to combine and merge effortlessly.
Preparing them to combine and merge effortlessly.
Well, that's one way to do it. Alright, so we're just gonna throw that in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes on 325 degrees. Okay, so we just took the clafoutis out of the oven. It's looking pretty darn good and smelling even better. I wish you guys could smell how good this is. All that butter and cinnamon and fruity juice is just mixing all up in one pan. Oh, so good. Our pie lasted all of about 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Between these vultures that I live with and Henry. It must have been good. Thank you to everyone who watched this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.